the science of emotion. How are you feeling?
Whoa! Look at that!
Science Club for Girls Life. Let's all take one deep dive into the world of science, technology, engineering, and math. Get your safety goggles, 'cause we're making things explode. Science is so fun, so let's take it on the road. Meet a young scientist just like you and learn all about what they do. We'll even learn science that's in the news through one-on-one interviews with SCFG Live and friends. Experimenting never ends. Now let's see what's in store. Just press play and get ready to explore. Ho, 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 hey, hey. Ho, 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 hey, hey, hey.
Hey, young scientists! It's so great to see you again for another episode of SCFG Live. I sure am excited to see all of you, because today we're going to be doing some more experimenting. You know who else I think might be excited? Sally. You know what? Let's bring her on the show. On the count of 3, let's all scream, Sally, and see if she appears. Ready? 1, 2, 3, Sally! That's kind of strange. Let's try it again. Maybe she didn't hear us that time. Let's do it a little bit louder this time to make sure that she hears. Ready? Okay, 3, 2, 1, Sally! Still nothing. Oh, wait. Young scientist, do you hear that? It kind of sounds like someone might be crying. Sally, is that you? I think it's coming from down here. Sally, are you crying?
No. Yeah, I am. Oh, I'm just so sad today.
Oh, Sally, that's okay. What's making you feel sad today?
Well, I was trying to make a vase for my teacher, and I made it from clay, and I painted it all these my favorite colors like pink and blue, and I was gonna give it to her, but then when I went to put it somewhere else so I could get ready for the gift bag, it fell and broke into pieces.
Oh, Sally, that is really sad. Oh, I'm so sorry that you're feeling like that. It kind of reminds me of a time when I was making a birthday cake for my brother, and it spilled all over the kitchen on the way into the oven. Oh, I was so sad, and I was also a little bit frustrated too. Young scientists at home, have you ever felt this way? Maybe sad or frustrated because something didn't go the way you thought it was going to? Well, Sally, I think it's okay to feel that way. And maybe we can start thinking of ways to make us feel a little bit better. What do you think?
Yeah, I want to feel better. Please, let's do it.
Okay, well, what could we do to feel better? Young scientists at home, do you have any suggestions of how Sally can start to feel better? Sally, I know when I'm feeling sad and frustrated, sometimes the first thing I do is take some deep breaths.
Oh, yeah.
Do you want to try that with me?
Yeah, let's try it.
Okay, young scientists at home, definitely join in. We're going to take 2 big deep breaths. I'm going to place one hand on my stomach and one hand here on my chest. Ready?
Okay.
Breathe in and out. Let's do one more. Ready? Breathe in and out. How's that, Sally?
Oh, I'm already feeling so much better. Oh yeah. Woo!
Oh, that's so great. Well, Sally, now that you're feeling better, we can start to brainstorm some other ideas of presents for your teacher.
Oh yeah, I have so many gifts and talents I could share with my teacher. Oh yeah, I'm so excited.
Oh, that's awesome. Aren't emotions kind of interesting and neat?
Yeah, it's so cool and interesting how you can feel so many emotions in one day. Like before I was breathing nicely and slowly, I was really sad. But now I feel inspired and ready to take on the day.
Oh, that's awesome, Sally. You know what? why don't we take a closer look at emotions in today's episode?
Oh yeah, let's do it. I'm so excited.
Awesome, let's go.
Woo! Have you ever felt happy, sad, or angry? What about worried, embarrassed, or excited? Now, some of these emotions are more positive, and some of these are more negative. Don't worry, everybody experiences both bad emotions and good emotions. Things that make us feel bad and things that make us feel good. It's how that we respond to these emotions that really matters. Because emotions have such an effect on the way people act and feel, scientists have spent so much time trying to understand what emotions are. And a lot of scientists have come to the conclusion that emotions are due to our thoughts. Think about it. Two people in the same situation might be experiencing the same thing but have different emotions about it because they have different thoughts about it. Think about this situation for a second. Imagine two people are at the park and they see a squirrel. One person might feel scared of the squirrel. It might feel like the squirrel might bite them. You know, maybe they saw a movie with a scary squirrel, or maybe they actually had a squirrel bite them one time. Another person might see the same squirrel and feel happy and just say, "Oh look, a squirrel." This example shows that two different people can have two different kinds of emotions towards the same thing happening because of different things that happen to both of them. Certain kinds of thoughts can lead to certain kinds of emotions. Like if someone is thinking, "Wow, it's really dark in here and I can't see anything," that person might feel fear because they can't see anything. Someone else might have the thought, "Hey, I just won the soccer game and helped all my teammates." That person probably is going to feel happy. But have you ever felt an emotion and don't know why you're feeling that emotion? This happens all the time, that sometimes our brain notices something that we didn't notice at all, something that can trigger us to feel certain emotions. Scientists have discovered that this is called unconscious processes. This is where our brain notices something that we don't consciously or actively think about. So next time that you're having an emotion and you don't know why you're having that emotion, maybe take a second to look around you and ask a couple questions like, what is going on around me that can make me feel this way? Do I feel what I am doing is making me happy or enjoyable? Is what happened unexpected? Can I control what happened next? Asking yourself these questions might help you figure out why you're feeling the way you do in certain situations.
Emotions are processed in an organ in our body called the brain. The brain is a part of our nervous system. It's like the control center of our body. It receives signals from all of our nerve cells and sends out signals to other parts of our body to tell them what to do. The brain can be broken down into different sections. When it comes to processing emotions, there are a few sections of the brain that work together as a team to make this happen. This team is known as the emotion processing network. Two parts of the brain that are part of the emotion processing network are the amygdala and the prefrontal cortex. The amygdala is a tiny little section of the brain, about the size of an almond, that processes negative and positive information. The amygdala is really important when we experience the emotion of fear. The prefrontal cortex is located at the front of the brain. It's a control center and helps us to guide our actions. Just like good friends, these two brain regions, the amygdala and prefrontal cortex, communicate often. For example, if the amygdala detects fear, it will communicate with the prefrontal cortex, which will then tell other parts of the body to move and run away. Thanks to the teamwork in the brain, we can experience all of our amazing emotions. Hi everyone! I'm so excited to introduce you to my good friend and young scientist, Adeline! Adeline, it's so great to have you on SCFG Live today. We're going to be talking about emotions. What are some emotions that you feel?
Angry and sad and mad and frustrated.
Yeah, those are all great emotions, and I know I definitely feel sad sometimes when it's the end of the school year. But then I feel really happy when it's summertime and I get to see all my friends. Adeline, it's super cool that you're able to identify how you're feeling because that's a really important step in then being able to cope with our emotions. So today, I thought you could help me out with a really cool activity that's gonna help us to identify our emotions. What do you think? Awesome. Okay, so Adeline, for today's activity, you're gonna need a piece of cardboard. You're going to need some colored pencils or markers, black marker, what else? Some of these fasteners, and it's okay, science is messy. And some black construction paper to make little arrows. Okay, Adeline, first thing we're gonna do is take a piece of cardboard and we're going to take our colored pencils. The first thing we're gonna do, which we've already done, is to divide our semicircle into how many triangles, Adeline?
4.
4 triangles, that's right. Now in the first triangle, we're going to color it, let's color it red to start with. How does that sound? Cool. All right, now we've colored our first triangle red. Adeline, what color should we color our next triangle?
Yellow.
I think that's a great idea. Let's do it. All right, now we have a red triangle and a yellow triangle. Adeline, what's next?
Green.
All right, let's do green. All right, we have 3 of our triangles colored. What color should we do the last triangle?
Blue.
Okay. All right, now we have all 4 of our triangles colored in. Red, yellow, green, and blue. Now it's time to fill in our triangles with some emotions that we feel. In the first triangle, this red one over here, we're gonna put some really strong kind of negative emotions, like mad. What other emotions are similar to mad, Adeline?
Frustrated.
Yeah, that's a great one. So in this red triangle, let's either write or draw the emotions mad and frustrated. Now we have our angry and frustrated faces drawn in our red triangle. Next is our yellow triangle. Yellow is going to represent when we're feeling really high energy, but it's more positive than the red triangle. So things like really excited or confident. What other things might you put in yellow, Adeline?
Brave.
That's a great one. Let's draw those in our yellow triangle. Great! Now we have our mad and our confident and proud zones. Next, we're going to color in draw the green zone. The green zone is for emotions like calm, relaxed. What else might you put in there, Adeline?
Thankful.
That's a great one. Let's go ahead and draw those in our green zone. Awesome. Now we have our red, yellow, and green zones done. It's time for our blue zone. Our blue zone is going to represent feelings of low energy and kind of things like tired, or what else might you put in the blue zone, Adeline?
Sad and tired and like kind of whiny.
Yeah, those are great examples. Let's go ahead and draw those in. Great, now we have all 4 of our zones completed. Now it's time to put the finishing touches on our mood meter, which means we need our arrow.
And we're gonna use these to place in to use the arrow.
You got it. Let's first take our arrow and line it up with the hole that's on our mood meters. Then what do we do next, Adeline?
We grab our pen and dab it in.
Exactly. All right, then let's see if our arrows work. Does your arrow move like this?
Yeah, look. It can even move backwards.
Nice, kind of like a clock, huh?
Yeah.
Let's practice using our mood meters.
Okay.
Adeline, how are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling proud of myself.
Oh my gosh, let's see. Nice. You know what, Adeline? I'm feeling proud of you. So I'm gonna put mine also in the yellow zone. Nice work. High five.
Hey everyone, Sally here. I'm super excited to introduce you to a good friend of mine, Adeline. Say hi to everybody.
Hi.
It's so good to see you today.
It's so good to see all of you too.
Yeah, I'm so excited to have you here on Sally's Corner. So today we talked about emotions and the reasons why we sometimes feel a certain way about a situation or an experience, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, did you guys make mood meters before?
Yeah.
You gotta make a mini one for me. I have a lot of emotions. So today we are also going to talk to you about some situations you might be in and how you would feel about them. Are you ready to answer?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay, so first situation. Let's say you're playing on the playground and you're playing with your favorite toy, maybe a Sally replica, and it's time to go home, but you realize you forgot your Sally replica on the playground. How would you feel?
I would feel sad, so sad that I would start crying. But to cheer me up, I would get another Sally stuffy.
Oh, yeah! That would be awesome! That is a great solution to make yourself feel better and so that you don't stay sad the whole time. Wow! Are you an expert on emotions?
Yeah.
Oh, wow! I can't believe we brought in an expert. Okay, are you ready for the next situation?
Yes.
Okay, let's say you're playing soccer. You play soccer, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, perfect. So let's say you win and you score the best goal and the whole team wins and how would you feel in that moment?
Excited and so excited. I would have so much fun with my friends.
Yeah, and I think you would be proud of yourself too. I would be proud of you. Yeah, that's awesome. And make sure to congratulate the other team because even in a tough game, it is important to be a good team player.
That's what I always do.
Yeah, you're an expert at emotions, so I already knew that you would do that. Thanks for talking to me today and playing this game and explaining to me more about emotions. All right, it's time to say goodbye to everybody. Are you ready?
Bye.
Bye.
Sally, are you feeling a little bit better now?
Yeah, I sure am. I think learning more about emotions helped me to figure out how I was feeling and think of ways to make myself feel better when I was feeling sad or angry. Thanks, Hannah, and thanks, young scientist.
Of course. It's really important to remember that feeling emotions is totally normal.
Yeah.
And there's no good or bad emotions. We feel everything.
Yep.
But there are sometimes good and bad ways of expressing emotions and acting on them.
Yeah.
So it's really important to learn how to best express our emotions and practice doing so. And the best way to start is just by acknowledging how we're feeling.
Yep. Just like we need to practice for school or sports, we also need to practice expressing, identifying, and coping with our emotions.
That's right. Well, Sally, thanks for practicing, expressing, and coping with your emotions today.
Of course, Hannah, thanks for showing me how to express and cope with my emotions.
Of course. Well, it's been another great episode of SDFG Live. Sally, I'll see you next time.
See you next time, young scientists.
Bye.